of fact, let me go ahead and just wear my hat. Hey, anybody that remembered me wearing this hat, this little palm tree with the moon on it, if you know, you know. Now, here's everything that I really want to say about everything. Yes, this is gonna include the one half album that I dropped about a few weeks ago, or you could call it a fraction album, I guess. Big salutes to Big T out, Trey J for seeking out that support of the album, of course, even if there wasn't much support on it. I also want to thank my close ones, like my close friends. That would be like people like Imran. There's so many other names that I really want to give credits about, even if they had nothing to do with this. Still, all thanks to Big T Out's reaction video that he did on my on my album. I caught a funny clip on there. I just nutted all over me.
Whoa, 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 whoa there, boy. Whoa there, boy. I know it rhymes perfectly, but chill out, bro.
And almost forgot to mention that little skit that I was just doing, coming in with the suit. I knew the perfect sound for that was Trey J's ha ha ha. He has it on his EP called Out the Mud. You guys can check that out in the description if you guys like. And I do want to give credits to some people who kind of just made me bring about the thought of them for some reason when it came to this album, like Chlorine Beach, aka Jay, I Know Who You Are, even a few others that I kind of was able to meet whenever like it came to stuff like film or music and stuff, like Kailey, for example, Kailey York. I Know Who You Are as well. I just don't know if you're watching this video. However, I do know you by being the same person who made that on the poster. So yeah, big salutes to those people. With the music video that I also wanted to talk about, the Windmill Isle freestyle music video, I actually enjoyed making that. There's footages of literally like clips and vlogs and stuff here and there that like I've kept in my that I kept in my storage since the beginning of the year, bro. I'm talking January, bro. And we're already halfway through 2025. Like, okay, it was already January. It was already gonna be everybody else's New Year's revolutions and stuff. I was already gonna start mines and stuff, having myself ready. Then February, then March, I was in my little peak. We're already in June. We're already in the summer. Oh yeah, by the way, when I said and mentioned that I had a bunch of videos and stuff placed in my storage still, since like the beginning of the year, I was going to mention that I had another music video out on the way, in the works right now, so yeah. I have nothing else to say, but try to be able to be as thankful as I possibly can for how far we've been able to come. I wanted to thank all of you guys for not just supporting me and the album and everybody else that I have, shouted out, but I want to thank you guys really for 1,280. We're at 1,283. I believe that's where we're at. 1,283 subscribers, about 320,000 total channel views, and just like even with the small little growth, whether it was a big growth or a really small little growth between the two, I'm just glad. Like, I'm just honored how far we've really come, and all the opportunities that I really got to that I got to interact with the new people that I got to interact with. Even being able to feel so influenced about it so much to the point where I try to use that dedication for my own project, like a whole album, a whole music video and stuff. Like, and even if I wanted to try to work with other people, it feels like as if it was a blessing. I'm not gonna hold you. It feels like as if it was a blessing. And I feel like most of that is kind of what I wanted to talk about for this Saturday Speaks. I wanted to talk about the album. I wanted to talk about music, films, the different like niches that I was switching up with. Just wanted to talk about, I guess, the album in general. But before that, I really gotta respect. I really gotta show so much like the respect and like this is the true colors that I really want to show for you guys. Um, the new people that I've met, the productions, and like um even with the people that I actually grew up with. Again, that's Trey, and that would also be Ashton as well. I haven't told you guys this, but there is a little vlog that I had in my storage, in my drive, that I'm editing right now, and I'm about to get that up soon.
They actually have a little bit of crack in there if you didn't know. Just a little insight until we stop.
So we're secretly doing crack?
Yeah, everybody loves crack. Everybody secretly loves crack. Come on now. I know this.
Get out!
Yeah, with those two and the people that like I've been able to like really interact with about how they had a path of doing this and that and how I shared my path as well. And even marketing myself too, like there was so much that I was actually able to do, and I just can't like I had nothing else to say but to just admire and like really praise, like more than just compliment. I was thinking about getting myself into like a film production at first, like I was going to be an actor at first. um Sadly that didn't happen. Speaking of filming and a music video, I have something to show you guys. So I had this worked up a little while ago. This idea used to come up back when I was in school. I don't know, I kind of hate to show it to you guys right now because it's not even completely done, but I was thinking about making my own movie, and it was going to be a concept like this. You're going to have the title right here that says 2 years. That's what the movie was going to be titled about, or what the title was, I meant. And I tried to draw myself, but I didn't really complete everything. I just need my face in my head and, the clothes that I'm wearing. Anybody else that was doing filmings and stuff, like skits, music videos, like Amtech, basically. I'm talking to you guys. With all that and the work being able to be put in, like being a part of like an extra, I guess, for someone else's project that I thought I would be able to like have the chance to be a part of, I guess is the best way to put it. It really gave me such a good idea, like a good opportunity for the future of myself, actually, for my career. And like I don't understand how good it feels to really seek for a new opportunity. Even if it feels difficult, it feels amazing because I could try to be a part of that. Doesn't matter what I am or who I am. Yeah, I'm gonna have people that will judge me, maybe doubt me, because I heard those type of people are called crabs. They hold you down from what you want to do and what you love to do and what excites you and makes you happy. They bring you down from that only so they could be happy because you're with them and you're following them. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but if I want to be a YouTuber, let me be now. Hey, if I want to do skits, if I want to record myself acting, why not? If I want to do music, I'm gonna just repeat it again, or once again, and just say that it was an honor to really not only have this album done, but really be able to talk to the people who not only was so curious or interested into talking with me about this album in general, but like, you know, show it some effort and show it some love, actually, because I kind of had a little, yeah, I kind of have a bit of fun making it. There might be some opportunities that I might not be able to reach at some point, or like some accomplishments, like rewards or awards here and there, or like a milestone or stuff like that that I might not be able to reach. But I am hoping soon that like at least about 2 years or 5 years or somewhere there, I reach a peak moment, of course. And as much love as you guys show for me, I really love showing so much, like the same amount back to you guys. It's cool. Now, with that all done said, I really want to get into the album. One half. Or I guess you'd like to call it fraction. I started to work on this album a little bit around late April. So it was about a month and a half, or almost 2 months. Luckily, I was able to take a picture of me in front of my Toyota Camry. As you can see right here, here's the actual real image with everything else zoomed out, covering up the license plate. There's a reason we cover up our license plates, in our videos. The songs and the track list on there, I mean, what I did with my I Tried extended playlist, I did go through each and every single track list and explain it in detail while the song was playing. This time, I'm gonna just talk through them each. My favorite personal ones: Aura, Pop My Veins, Something. Bro, y'all don't understand how simple and cool it was to make something. I found a good beat from VLLO. All I had to do was add that little Asian sound effect or something, like the little instrument. You know what I mean? Beat the thing up a little bit. Already a classic to me. Some of those tracks, some of those songs might not be the songs that you guys would even want to hear in the ears in the first place. Not really typically songs that I feel like deserve to be made or in some way. Some of those songs on there that would I'm freaking stuttering so much. Goodness gracious! There are some songs on there that do sound like they deserve to be hits and stuff. I would say that'd be either Moonlight. Moonlight, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like that was the one and only song I felt like I messed up on. That kind of messed up or kind of ruined the mood to the whole album. I don't know, tracks like Hidden Audio and Breezy. Those I had to keep it real. Like the messages that I really wanted to show and tell, I kind of related to some of them. And it kind of made me think about my career in the first place. Like I really did shift like my whole gaming content and stuff, this channel that I've held for a few years, and me being on the platform since 2016, I really shifted all of that to music. I'm not saying this is no hate towards music in general because I had no clue that I was going to do music in the first place. Whenever it came to YouTube, I had no clue that I never thought that I would do music until around like this year, or I think last year. It was like about the end of 2024 when I made my first song. Again, I never thought in one brain cell I would do music. I was always so focused, solely focused into YouTube that I just thought if I did music, it would be it would like partially be a part of my channel and stuff. Like I would use my own song for my videos. That would already be cool enough. Using my own creation for one other creation and another creation and then using it in this creation so I can make a whole creation. Still, again, it was amazing to really do that and stuff. Then again, for me saying that I really did shift my whole different niche to something else, it kind of made me look at stuff in a different way now. Like I really left gaming for music. And there was a bunch of other peaking games coming out that I really wanted to play, regardless if I was either falling off or if I was being irrelevant or if a different YouTuber already had a good supply and demand. Whenever it came to trending games and like anything that was trending or was going on, like was like hot on topic basically, it felt like as if I was missing out on that. But at the same time, I really wanted to fit in. I just like there's a factor that I have that just wouldn't let me afford it. Bro, Secret of the Mimic, Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, Kindergarten 3. What else am I forgetting? Amanda the Adventure 3? Let's not even forget about the classrooms, bro. There's so many. Bro, I almost forgot about the new Resident Evil 9. What is it called? Requiem? Requiem? I've probably got the name wrong. Bro, all these new games coming out, and here I am just just wanting to fit in with music as well to prove I'm out here trying to act like I'm the best rapper on the planet, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be the king of I'm trying to be better than everybody. The best thing I was able to hear, shout out Big TL for this. The best thing that I've actually heard was there's always room for improvement. If you put in as much time as you can, however long you put into something, you'll get your best results in return. And music, I always looked at it as if it's something that I wanted to use in my content, like my videos and stuff. Not that I would be so selfish about it. I mean, I did ask for features and sadly I have no one. So it's really just a solo album. However, I was able to get myself into a little bit of contact with some other individuals who actually were serious into music and actually have me in their song. Like basically I'm featured in somebody else's content, which is kind of a good thing. With all that to be said, there was one track in general that I kind of wanted to talk about deep down. Pop My Veins. It's gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound crazy to hear about it, or for me to just detail it in general. But I'm gonna say it on cam. Pop My Veins was originally, supposedly, allegedly tragically, physically, mentally, emotionally. Pop My Veins was originally supposed to be a diss track towards my haters. Haters? Haters. What I meant by haters is I would say like teachers that hated me back in school. Anybody that picked on me since, I don't know, 8th grade. People that doubted me, saying that I was going to be an embarrassment as a YouTuber and that I look like a clown or I don't know, like, sucker. Did I not mention how long I've been on YouTube for? I've been embarrassing myself for almost a whole decade.
What is up, everybody? AyeRa, TJTV, back again with another video.
And from what I used to be told, being weird can actually be a good thing if you put it in a good, like, if you put it in good terms, if you put that in a good way. Being weird can be okay. Being weird is kind of good. It's kind of silly if you act weird in a silly way, like a comedian, or something like that. I don't mean weird or embarrassment as if everybody's gonna look at me like a cringy person or like somebody who does not know what he's doing. Most people came up in my path. There has been some people that not have only crossed paths on me, looked at me and, I don't know, titled me as a op. I'm not gangster like that. I'm not a thug like that. So it's even more into that. People who have stressed me out. People who've always pointed the fingers at me. People who just like backbite, of course. There's a line in Pop My Veins. Well, it's not fitting in the beat for some reason. I said, like, keep in mind, I said that it was originally supposed to be a diss track. Pop My Veins. There's a line in there where I say this is a diss track to the fake ones who didn't stress me out till I finally lost it. It's clearly said when you take a listen, take a closer, like, listen closely to the lyrics, that this is me talking to those people who've pressured me basically to do stuff, even when I don't have, even when I had like little discipline out of it, or I wanted to take a break of it myself. And it sucked that I'm feeling pressure, or I'm feeling pressured by people that I do not need to hear from. Like, I'm taking my time wisely. Okay, I'm gonna stay as consistent as possible. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to prove myself. Yeah, I know I sucked, but respectively, I'll take my L and try to do better than yesterday. Sadly, people look at that the opposite, thinking that I did not take my L and that I'm a loser that explains everything that I possibly can just to convince someone to believe me. Anybody who wanted to try to count me out on purpose, like make me look like the person who doesn't deserve to be in anything in general. The person who, like, they made sure I felt like I was that one guy who doesn't deserve to be respected, accepted, loved, appreciated. No efforts towards him. He deserves no rewards, no Grammys, no play buttons, or whatever, anything at all. Dude, I had people that attacked me emotionally, and it starts to make it starts to really mess up my sanity. It really starts to mess up my self-esteem when I think about all this drama and stuff that happened in my life, all these situations that I don't deserve to be in. It takes me back to when I came back to YouTube with a skit that I made called Changing, that like I directed all by myself, that I filmed and recorded, me driving late at night, trying to find a way to like, fix myself and like talk through things that I never really told anybody. It all leads to that, but it's a cruel world. That's the life we live in, sadly. And it really makes me think of those people who really do backstab you. Like, there's people who backstab you. There's a line in Pop My Veins where I also say, bring up the line about my enemies. I ain't even know I had a friend of me who ain't even wanna be a friend of me, friend of me, friend of me. I don't know if y'all caught that. Bring up the line about my enemies. I ain't never know I had a friend of me who ain't even wanna be a friend of me. That's like having someone in the car trying to backstab me. And I don't mean like they had like a knife or like a weapon on them and they were trying to stab me in the back and then try to like I don't know, murder me out of the situation or stuff, like make all the situation scary and spooky in a car or nothing like that. What I mean backstab is, I mean like just pick on me and me only, as if it's easy enough to tease me, not just teasing, not like in a playful banter, but like really try to, I don't know how to say it, bully, bully. You're gonna bully it. You're gonna bully a 18, 19-year old. I would say stuff like maybe just coming at me for no reason. I have people like, it's stuff that it's lines that I've admitted and called out enough to where it's really like me basically trying to say, I know I have haters. I know this person hates me. This dude doesn't even watch. This person doesn't even watch my YouTube videos. They just know me for being a YouTuber. And here they are. They just wanna know what I got. They don't even watch me. They don't even support me. They don't love me. They just wanna waste my time. They wanna know the stuff that I have. They wanna make sure I'm drained and I don't feel motivated. But easier said than done. I had to just break the silence. There's no possible way. There's no possible way at the edge of the world I was gonna just keep it as a thing to myself and move on with it. Like keep it to something in my life, and then all of a sudden I run into that same person again, and then that person brings it up on me again, and then I don't know, all of a sudden they bring up stuff they knew I did like 20 years ago, as if they knew my entire life. They try to act like they knew my entire life since I was born. The only people who know that about me, my family. I'm talking blood related, parents, siblings. I even said another line. Don't be telling stories if you've never walked a mile in my toes. In my physical body. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, look. To make it controversial, there might be stuff that people know about me that's behind YouTube, outside of YouTube. Um, and then they talk to me about it. They try to use it on me in a way to, which for me, it feels like they try to mess up my self-esteem about it. They try to like make me feel emotionally hurt or something just because they knew that about me. Look, I've already said it. Yeah, you may know one or two or three things about me. It could be stuff that I did. It could be stuff that happened to me before that left me traumatized. That does not mean you know my entire life. Don't get me wrong. There's people who really try to act like that, and I never try to. Yeah, I know some stuff about other people. Yeah, I've seen that happen to that person. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go up to that person and then just talk to them about it. I don't want to feel disrespectful, as I feel like that person already is. Backbiting and talking about someone else. That's a whole complete sin in my religion. And to see people do stuff like that, and to see and understand why there's people who I wished and thought would support me in a way, give me the free opportunities and like be cool with it and stuff, like I could kind of see why there's people who just act the way they are, and like it really starts to really try to attack me, like quietly, silently, and then it isolates me to start to think that this is the reason I don't talk to anybody about my YouTube channel no more. Not that I just don't, but like I get it. Anyways, though, even with the diss track, even with the album that I have put out, I was glad and honored to like, have people listen, actually, like have a chance to listen, whether you reacted or not. If you made it this far into the video and you guys have listened to each and every detail and every sentence that I've spoken about, I'm really honored. I thank you. I can't thank you enough. But I really do appreciate anybody that made it this far into the video and has been able to hear me out on stuff. Even talking about the album, like I've been wanting to do in this video. Even I can't even forget to mention the people that I mentioned, whether they know about me or still don't know about me still. That may be or may not be able to watch this video. Maybe they probably are. They're probably not. Who knows? But I'm just honored to really like be close with people who know me enough to the point where they were there for me. They're down for me and stuff. Like, whenever I got something out, they know they're gonna see it. They're gonna support me as much as they possibly can. I thank you guys for that. Thank you. Even if this video ended up having like less than 10 views, still can support it. Even if it had like 1 or 0 likes, still support it. Even if it had like 1 comment, still support it. I've been yapping for like 34 minutes. I have a bunch of other content that I've also worked on. I'm going back to gaming for now. I'm going to try to stick into the niche and the content that I've always sticked around with, because, well, as much as I actually deep down kind of love music, at the same time, in my heart, I'm still a YouTuber. Last but not least, we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers, y'all. Hopefully, we hit an achievement of 2,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of this year. My best guess, my best predictions, is to try to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I wish you all the best. I wish you all some good luck. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video.